Hello everybody, in this video I will create a very basic media storage as a family, a Revit 2020. So let's start. I'll go to File, a new family. I'm selecting the metric furniture, and metric furniture comes with two reference plane presets. So I'm gonna bring a picture of my media storage that I will use. That's something I just downloaded from the internet, and I'll just keep it here for dimensions so I know what are the dimensions. So this is for the top dimension. I don't have all dimension, but I'll just have to estimate some of these. Now, so I'll create the top reference plane, and then I'll go for the heights. Yeah. So I'm gonna start my reference plane. The first, I'm gonna create those 400 milli. So I'll keep the center. This is very important. This is where the center of your family. So don't try to mess with this one. And I'll just offset this 200 milli. Okay, and I've set this one 200, so this will give me 400, and I will create another offset 600. Okay, and the other side 600. So now if I look at the dimension now, I have 1200 and the 420, which are those two dimensions. Now before I do anything, let me fix the height. I'm gonna bring the same picture again, same image. It's a bit huge, so I'm just gonna reduce the size and bring it here just for references. Also, this level, I would like to move this away so it doesn't get mixed up with the reference plane because they sit on top of each other. So I'm just gonna move it here. It's much better. So the height here, I have overall 420 millimeters. So I'm gonna create a reference plane to give me the highest points, and I will, what is the offset? 420. Okay, so this is the highest I could go. Now I will estimate this about 120, so the height of the legs, and this is the height of the legs. I could name those, but just leave it as it is. I just want to make it as simple, as easy as possible. Okay, now let's start designing. So I'll go to the top level. I'll create the first top part through extrusion. I'll use the rectangle. It's already rectangle, and I follow these reference planes, and I'll estimate the height is about 50. So I'll say depth is minus 50 because I don't want to go above that 420 height. I'll drop it down. So here now I'm drafting here, so it should drop. I'm not really here. I could be on the bottom. I think it might be in the bottom, but it's okay as long as I'm just gonna drop it minus 50 and done. Okay, so if I look at the front, yeah, I thought it's great here. So now I'm just gonna change the reference plane for the top one. Edit worker plane. I'll say pick one. Now if I have the name, I could have picked it from here. If I gave it a name, I could just pick it from here, but let me just pick it. I'll pick this one, and come straight to this reference plane. Now I'll just copy this because I have this. I'm just gonna copy to the clipboard and paste here. Now what happened? The thickness came higher, which is okay. Yeah, this is what I want. I could bring it down, but this is good. This is good enough for me. Yeah. Now I'll go create the legs about in the middle here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go again to the front, and I'll create my legs here. This time I'll use the sweep command to create my path. First, I'm not select. I'm gonna sketch the path, and it's about here. Just eyeball this thing, maybe here. Okay. Now the second thing asks for a profile. If you have a profile, you could select it, but I'm just gonna create one, and I'll go to the left I'll go to the left to create a profile. I'm just gonna create a rectangle one, and I'll create it about 50 as well, and I'll use this rectangular. This okay, did I type okay, I should have written, it's a bit thick, so maybe I'll change this to 30 or 25, and this 25, but now it's not in the middle anymore. I would just do it again, so I'll make let's say 24 to all. Okay, so this may be okay. Now the height, okay, no, not yet, I'm not finished yet, so just let me extrude and then we'll deal with it. Yeah, okay, let me show you in a 3D. One leg is created, okay, but let me check the location. It's right in the middle. I need to create 4 of these, not 2, so I'm just gonna move this just by, you know, not a specific distance, and I will mirror this one according to this reference, and then I'll mirror those 2 along this reference. Now I have my legs created like that. Okay, so I'll make the sides, you know, I have the side, what is that thing, so I'll make the side ones which are here, these side boards. Okay, very easy. I'll use the extrude again. Don't worry about getting the exact location and height because you could fix it later. Yeah, and I'll just use a rectangular, and I could track it a little bit here, you know, just keep it far away, and it's about 18, it's 20. Okay, so, and now I'll mirror this one. Okay, I've selected all along this reference. Okay, and okay, so I did not check the heights and everything, but it's very easy. I'll go to the front. They are here now, so I'll just have to change the reference plane. Both are selected, so edit worker plane, pick one, which is this one. Well, maybe I'll do something else. So just Control Z, and I'll select those, align. I'll use the align command, align those. Okay, and become a bit. No, it's not working for me, so I'm just gonna change the work plane. Pick one. Now they should not. The height should be 300. So the height will be 200. Okay, so instead minus 50, I'll say minus 200. Okay, and can I say move now? Move from here to here. Still not work. If I say align, but I'm still not happy that this is going. Let me see align again. Okay, this is better. Okay, so I locked them here. Took me some time, but this is what I got now. Now I need to create one in the back. How does it look in the back? So if I go to the front, so the front is 2 pieces, the back is 1 piece. So I'm gonna go to the front, and it's very easy. I'll make extrude again, extrusion, rectangular, and I'll just create one here. Just make a little bit and create another one. About here. There's a huge gap here. If I reduce this to 12 or not 12, I'm just gonna move it a little bit. I want to make a little bit of gap between those, but not a huge one, just a little one, as you can see in the pictures. And now the extrusion says -50, so mine, this is coming from the center. If I look here, it's from here, so how much the extrusion? I'll make it -20. Okay, it's -2, -20. Okay. Okay, now I will change work plane, pick one. Okay. Now it's here. I could even just make it a little bit like this. And now in 3D, you see that. Okay, the back one is the same, so I'm gonna go to the back. So in front, back, and I'll just create one piece. Create extrusion, rectangular, and maybe I'll just cover the whole thing for the back, up to here. Align this line with this one, and the extrusion -20 is okay. So if I come here, I'll just prove it, and then I'll change the reference plane. Edit work plane, pick, okay, and this is, for me, it's done. Okay, so this is done. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to add some materials. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the parameters, family type, and here I'll add another parameters. This time I'll call it, make sure you select material, and then I'll say it's main material maybe, or box material, the whole box. Okay, the next one I'll call it the side material maybe, and again I have to make the type as material, and I'll add another one for the legs. Yeah, legs material, and make sure you change the type to material. Okay, now you need to assign those materials. You know, we cannot go without assignment. But let me link those to one, join those. Yeah, so I'm gonna join this, control this. Okay, so this may be used for one material. These are joined now, and I will join the legs as well, so they will become one material. So join 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are become one, and the front, or I call it the side, I don't know why I should have said this already joined. Join with this one. Is it already selected? So now they're joined, they should have the same material. And I forgot something else. I'll have to say save as family, and I call it media storage. Okay, my option, okay, save. Okay, so now I have So once we created the material parameters, as I showed you here, we have like 3 different materials. Maybe I select different materials if I want now or later, and use this bridge for the box, and for the side, which is actually the front. These are the legs, so I'm just gonna use any black material, anything that has black, laminated black. Okay, and for the side we do something white, ash. Okay, ash is good enough. Okay, but now this is not gonna work until I start selecting, because these are groups, so I don't have to select both of them, I hope. And then do not select materials. I go to this little associated family parameters, and then I associated this with the box. Yeah, I think there's a misspelling here. Okay, and I select the legs and associate them with the legs material, and the side, which I really meant the front, not the side, and I'm gonna associate them with the side. Okay, now I need to open a new project. So now if I select it here, it says different materials have been applied. Okay, but that means when I go there to the project, I could change any materials, not like I'm stuck with this material. I don't have to be, yeah. So I'm gonna open a new project, or if I have an open a project, okay, and I will load my family with that open project, set it here. As you could see, now it's in a project environment, and if I go to realistic, it has material, but I'm not confined to this one. I could change it anytime. So if I go edit, I come here and I change this material. Let's say another wood type. Let me look for another wood, and maybe which one will look nice here. Wood. It's a door panel, door frame, cherry. Yeah, maybe this is a bit different. Okay, so now I could change the material. I'm not set to this material. So that's all I could say about basic family today. Thank you.